Good afternoon, guys. Today's February 24th. I have a load of mushroom compost, and we have what you see, a big storm coming. You guys are getting like snow and stuff up north. We're down here getting ready to plant stuff in the field in February. So I'm gonna pull the truck along the fence over here, and I'm gonna unload some of this dirt, well, not dirt, mushroom compost into this aisle here. We are gonna try to plant snow peas today along the back of this fence here. I don't know, we might just plant a whole row, and we have hundreds of snow peas. So I might just plant a whole row of them. I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna unload the mushroom compost before I get rained on, and then I'll show you our peach trees all have blooms on them. Yeah. Look at that. This is the earliest I've ever seen the forsythia bloom since we've been on this property. It's about weeks early. That is definitely the earliest I've ever seen the dogwood bloom here. That is a month early almost. And I'll show you my peach trees in a little bit, but I want to get this stuff unloaded into that aisle over there. Not all of it, I'm gonna unload some of it, and then we'll go ahead and get back up there. I've made a lot of progress up there, and I'll show you the seedlings. They're coming along, but let's get to work. As it's getting dark out here, I'm fairly comfortable with this bed that I got. So what's in here is I just hand tilled it. And if you're asking, well, why did you do that? Why didn't you just use a tiller? First of all, my tiller hasn't worked in years. And secondly, I'm going back to what I used to do on the other side. And I hand tilled and hand spaded all the beds with mushroom compost. And that was our best garden ever. So I'm doing it again this year since we've had an early spring, obviously. I know it's winter, but we're going to plant seeds in here tomorrow. So I'll get back to you guys when we go to do that. So what I think I'm going to do is plant my snow pea seeds all the way down to where I hand tilled. And then I'm going to cover this whole aisle up with a good 2 to 3 inch layer of double ground pine. And then when I'm ready to plant the other seeds, I'll move the pine away just to keep the weeds out of these beds before we end up getting, before the seeds come up. Or when I spread the mulch, I'll plant the seedlings we started, the broccoli and stuff here. So I have 2 weeks, kind of, because I'm doing it in a 2-week span to kind of get this one done. But if I have it done by the end of next week and everything looks good for weather for 10 more days out, I think I'm going to go ahead and plant the rest of this snow peas all the way down. And then we'll plant broccoli, all of our cabbage and seedlings and stuff. And then we'll probably do the same in these aisles going forward. But until we get to tomorrow, I am going in. It's starting to drizzle. And we have a storm coming. Okay, guys. Today's Sunday, the 26th of February. Hopefully I get this video up tonight. That'll be today, Sunday. We were gonna plant in here. I never got to planting there, and today's not a planting day, so we'll see. Rachel said we have so many snow peas. She told me just to put them in the ground anyway. We're up into almost 70 degrees today, about 65 I think it's gonna be, and we're supposed to get in the 70s, but have 1, 2, 3 cold nights down to like 33, and then everything else is in the 40s. It's really nice out. As you can see, everything's turning green. And this, I don't treat any of this. We have lawns now that are getting pretty decent in height, and they're not going to stop growing now. But once again, this isn't lawn care. This is gardening, farming. So I have a fire burning over here. I almost burnt the entire pile down. I'm smoking up the whole valley here. I'm not sure if I'm going to get planted. I'm filling up Rachel's raised bed over here to get that done, and maybe she's going to plant something on a planting day, like something that we can cover easily, but we will see. But I wanted to show you, I put this seed down 2.5, 3 weeks ago. I don't know when it was. I know it was in the beginning of February when I was doing these beds when I first started. But look, now there is weeds going to grow up in this because we're not going to treat this part, obviously, and all this. But look at the fescue. It only took like 2.5, maybe 3 weeks to germinate. We've had above average rainfall and way above average temperatures. That's a really good sign right there. Look at this clump down here. Nice. That's how warm we've been, guys. And I know you guys have been getting blizzards up there, but it's the wild weather we have. Okay, so let's get some of this done. I'm gonna go, I'll show you when I get done up there. I've been mulching up at the top there where I put all the plants. I'll show you what it looks like when we get done. But we'll try to get as much done as we can in the garden today. Yeah, look at it, see out there, a little shaggy. I could mow today and make it look pretty, but I have to change the oil on all the mowers and clean all this up. Oh, our statue fell down. I gotta put it back up. Not too bad, guys, right? So I didn't finish over here yet. I'm gonna come back over here. I gotta dig this pear tree in. Everything's mulched in here. The peach trees are mulched here. As you can see, the peach trees are blooming. I've said it a million times. Actually, this one's all the way open. Cool. Look. I've gotten everything cleaned up around here. These are all the seedlings. I don't know, they're turning yellow a little bit. I think they need some type of nutrients. I use the same old soil that we had that I just sifted out of buckets. I have stuff to replant these into, so I'm going to break them apart, separate them, and replant them into that stuff. Probably not going to do it today because I still want to get more work done out here. And I'm going to bring some of these over here to add a little bit of green back here, just until we have people, if they want to buy them, if we want to put them in landscapes. I am going to upplant a lot of them into bigger buckets so they can grow bigger. But we'll do that. I'm not sure when, but I will get to it. Look, the hydrangea, that's an oak leaf hydrangea. That's already starting to get leaves. All our maple trees, I'm pretty sure they're maple. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. Let me see. Yeah, definitely. They are maple, I think. Wow. Nice. Well, not really this early, but cool. It's a little weird seeing everything this early bloom out. Even roses are starting to put on leaves. Do I have any echinacea growing up yet? Popping up? Oh yeah, maybe right down there, starting to come up. But we will see if it stays warm. I think this got hit by wind damage, I think, or maybe it did get cold because it usually is up in the room here with all this other stuff. But I put it outside to give it some more sunlight. I'm gonna bring these outside too some eventually. But everything's looking good. Looking good. Have any of you guys started gardening yet? I know I'm doing it way early, but I'm taking a risk. Like I told Rachel, these are seeds we started. So I'm not gonna plant any snow peas yet until we get a planting day again. But these are seeds we started a couple weeks back, you guys seen. If for some reason, well, not if, I'm gonna separate these and probably pull them apart, put some in bigger cells and other ones I'm gonna put them into the ground when we have a planting day. And I was telling her, even if we get a freeze and we lose some of this stuff, we can buy broccoli starts from our local nursery for really cheap. And if we don't lose any of this, we'll have cabbage and broccoli like really early, and it'll do a lot better because usually we had trouble because it bolts early on. But we will see. Oh, look, so they're getting their first set of leaves, true leaves. Okay, I don't know, guys. I think I'm gonna end the video. It's kind of early. It's kind of a short video, I think, but I'm gonna end it here, get more stuff back out done here, and then hopefully on a planting day, we'll be able to take you guys along this week. So guys, once again, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and be happy, or at least try. Have a good night. Look at the strawberries. This stuff is exciting when it starts to pop up and come up. These won't get hurt if we get a freeze again. Strawberries won't, the phlox won't. I don't think much will, except for my peaches.